Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how are you today? Well, today I'm going to give you an update on what's going on in Miami Beach, okay, with the collapse of the building. This was just as of 3 hours ago, okay, and I don't know if you guys heard of what they are saying what was the cause, okay, of the building collapse. Apparently there was a leak in the pool, and the owner of the building knew that there was a leak in the pool, and building inspectors had told him over and over again, there's a leak in the pool, you must get it fixed, and he never did. And this was the end result. Now, apparently next door, there is another building that he owns, another like apartment condo building, okay? And you would think that with owning buildings like this and having tenants and people who own these, individual condos and apartments and things like that, you would think that, and from what I understand, these apartments and condos are not cheap. So he has no excuse, none whatsoever, to not keep up with regulations. Okay. So pool repairs is what caused this. So as of right now, there are still 147 missing and 16 deceased. And that was as of 3 hours ago. I, in my own opinion, would like to see this person be held accountable for the people who have passed away. Whether that'll happen, I don't know. But he knew that this was an issue, and he refused to get it fixed. So, and now that we have tropical activity in the Atlantic, this is going to be threatening the search and rescue efforts. So right now, it's at a 40% chance of developing within the next 5 days. Now, I will get back to you in another video with the update on that, okay? Because as of last night, it was at a 40% chance of developing. So I will do more research and see where we're at now with the tropical activity, okay? So Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levin Cava said 4 additional bodies have been found in the rubble. 139 people are accounted for, so that is good, okay? She asks to please join her in continuing to pray for those who have lost their lives in this unthinkable tragedy, and all of their families who are grieving, and all of those who are still waiting and waiting and waiting for news. As the painstaking search and rescue missions enter its 7th day, state and local emergency officials said they are closely monitoring 2 tropical waves in the Atlantic Ocean. Yes. I know they said that one that's developing is going to be named Elsa, And then there's another one, I can't remember what the name they said that they're going to give it. I can't remember. Like I said, I'll have to do another video and let you guys know what that is, okay? One of which could bring very heavy rain and gusty winds to South Florida, okay, next week. So it'll be within the next 5 days. According to First Alert meteorologist Katia Hall, an area of disturbed weather in the central Atlantic Ocean has a 60% chance of development over the next 2 days and 80% chance over the next 5 days. So that's for one of the tropical activities, not for the other. So I'm going to have to do research, like I said. It could strengthen into a tropical depression over the next couple of days and track toward the Florida Peninsula sometime next week. We're still about a week out. A lot can change. Just make sure your hurricane plan is in order, okay? I've spoke about this I don't know how many times, all right? Whether you live in Florida, in the Gulf Coast, or even up in the East Coast, okay? You know these hurricanes. They're funny. They could be going one way and then all of a sudden take a left turn or take a right turn. You never know, right? So Governor Ron DeSantis said emergency crews from Florida's Division of Emergency Management are currently involved with the Surfside operation. And the Surfside is the apartment complex that collapsed, okay? But could be redirected in the event of severe weather. Suffice it to say, we take storms very seriously. And yes, of course we have to, because we never know when just tropical activity could turn into something more serious. And we'll take whatever steps are necessary to make sure that we would be able to respond, DeSantis said. We hope it doesn't come to that, but 'tis the season. You got to be ready. Yeah, exactly. It's like Floridians and people in the Gulf Coast and even all the way up the East Coast. 'Tis the season. That is so, on point. We constantly have to be on our toes. We really do. Because, one day it's, just beautiful, and then the next minute it's like, oh, here we go. You have to be so on your toes. You really do. You just never know. I mean, I have lived here in Florida since 1993, okay? And I can tell you stories where I've seen it rain on one side of the street and not on the other. I can tell you that it has rained in my front yard and not in my backyard. We have wacky weather here. So, Kevin Guthrie, the director of Florida's Division of Emergency Management, said a federal urban search and rescue team will arrive in Surfside on Wednesday to assist with the ongoing efforts. That will free up local first responders in the event there's a tropical cyclone and any storm-related emergencies arise. So that's good news. This is a contingency planning. My team is very aware of what's going on here, and we will be closely monitoring the tropics. Guthrie added that if a tropical depression or storm develops, plans are in place to handle both situations simultaneously, including facility relocation and communications. We have done this before, where we have responded to multiple emergencies in the state at the same time. And authorities said it's still a search and rescue operation, but no one has been found alive since hours after the collapse of the Champlain Towers South Condominium building last Thursday. It's absolutely still a search and rescue mission, said Miami-Dade Fire Chief Alan Kaminsky, with the this type of collapse, what we're seeing in the debris, very difficult to move. Any of the large concrete slabs, they're pulverizing underneath and crumbling as we're trying to move them. Ouch. Just the thought of that. As part of the relentless efforts, first responders are using 2 sets of canine dogs, and those looking for survivors and those looking for the deceased, along with sonar and video equipment and heavy machinery to drill into the thick concrete. Officials said the daily deluge of tropical rain and wind is not affecting the ability of the search dogs, which is good, and they practice and they pick up scents from great distances. Apparently the dogs are able to follow the scents to the destinations. A 12th victim was identified by Miami-Dade Police Department on Wednesday. The body of Hilda Noriega, 92, was recovered on Tuesday, according to authorities. She's the mother of North Bay Village Police Chief Carlos Noriega. Oh, Lord. Noriega lived on the 6th floor of the building for 20 years. The President and First Lady are scheduled to do a visit to Surfside tomorrow, Thursday, to tour the damage and meet with the families of the victims and missing, along with first responders. We've had challenges from weather, sorrow, pain, and I think that the President coming will bring some unity for our community. Calling it the largest deployment for a non-hurricane event in Florida history, DeSantis said the search and rescue operation will not let up. No, of course not. Rest assured that first responders are gonna be working on that pile, and it's not gonna stop. And they're gonna get answers one way or another. We're not leaving anyone behind. This is gonna go until we pull everyone out of there. This is our #1 effort. Levine Cava said she and her staff will meet with engineering, construction, and geology experts, among others, to review building safety issues and development recommendations to ensure a tragedy like this will never ever happen again. State Attorney Catherine Fernandez Rundle said she plans to pursue a grand jury investigation to examine factors and decisions that led to the collapse. Well, like I said, there was a leak in the pool. So, wow. And I had heard that, actually my mother-in-law told me about that yesterday. She had found that out. Now, there is a family information reunification center, so if any of you know of anyone who lives in the Miami-Dade area, you could possibly have family or friends who live in this area, okay? If you want to write this information down, the Reunification Center continues to operate at the Surfside Recreation Center. That's located at 9301 Collins Avenue. That's Collins. And that's for people who are unable to locate their relatives who live in the building. You can open a missing persons report by calling 833-930-3701. If you live at the Champlain Towers property, or you know a person who does live there who has been found safe, okay, There's they gave a list of the people who have passed. I don't think I'm going to read that off. I can't. You know, it's too much. I It's just awful. It really is. But I wanted to give you this update because I know a lot of you have been asking about it. Okay. All right. It's just sad that something like this happens. Okay. Especially right now, you know, with the way that it happened and how people, they're missing. And when they're finding them, I mean, I know that this is a search and rescue. I understand that. But soon it's going to be a search and recovery. No longer a rescue. I did want to make this announcement, okay? Trish has received all of your emails. She has been very busy putting everything together. A lot of you have hang on. Sorry about that. Angel Face jumped out of the window and knocked the plug out of the outlet. It wouldn't be one of my videos if one of my cats didn't pull something like that. Anyway, a lot of your have received responses, and the others she is still working on, okay? But you can shoot her a reminder email to not leave you out by mistake. And if you haven't yet emailed her after watching the financial freedom video that I did a few weeks ago, you will want to watch that and email her, okay? So anyway, have a great day, guys. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay positive, keep prepping, and as always, fearless.